Righto, hello everyone. I'm Crispin from the Coders Guild. I started my tech career in the olden days, back in the 90s, when Google didn't exist and people still said www dot as a prefix for a web address. So I've been doing this a really, really long time, and now I run the Coders Guild. We're a training firm with a social mission. We have this motto: industry-led, community-driven. And what that means is everything we do is influenced by, directly, with the industry that we support and operate in. All of the training that we do is devised and delivered, reviewed by people who do that stuff for a job, rather than trainers who are trainers for a job who get taught how to deliver vocational training. The other side to it is the community-driven. We are really, really committed to delivering social value in everything we do, and we kind of focus that on the communities that we operate in. So that could be geographic communities like Leeds, for example, but it could also be a demographic community, so women or disabled people, LGBTQ, something like that. And also, it also counts for the tech communities that we operate in. As in the tech world, we tend to organize ourselves to share knowledge and hang out and get better at our jobs. We organize ourselves into these sort of communities. I'm going to talk today for 10 minutes. I haven't got a timer, and if I do ramble, forgive me, because it is a good couple of weeks since I've seen these slides. But I'm going to rattle through some of the different roles that are available for in a tech career that aren't to do with coding, or not just to do with coding. Tackle some of the myths around what you need to do to start a career in tech, and then I've got some resources and tips following that. So, tech roles. Now, when we started, we were obviously we were developers, so we were teaching code and we were training people in code. But there's so many supporting and interesting other routes that you can take for a career in tech, around data, around security. You could be a tester, manage projects. And basically, like, most of the work that we do these days is something to do with digital and tech, right? Most of the things that we do, you might be working in construction, but there are digital elements to all of that. So starting a career in tech is kind of all-encompassing for everything. Now, this is getting better, but still we hear people saying that they feel excluded, right, from a career in tech because they don't have a computer science background or a sciencey degree or maths A-level, these sorts of things. But really, these things aren't that necessary. I mean, I don't have a degree. I did A-levels in, what did I do? Media studies and art and philosophy. I didn't do chemistry and computers. So these things, they may seem necessary, they may seem like a barrier, but they really, really aren't. We live in a very skills-based economy now, where the people who are in charge of the recruiting are the people who've been doing it as long as I have, right? And they've come through that journey the last 20 years, noticing that it doesn't matter whether or not you've got a computer science degree or you've got some sciencey A-levels. What's actually more important are core skills and core qualities. These are the things that we want to see in the people that we want to join our teams. These are the things that our selection processes follow, look for, filter for. And these things, communication and collaboration, research, curiosity, all of these things are things that are learned through doing. You don't learn them at school. And interestingly as well, they're not things that are especially tech-focused. All of these things exist in loads of other roles. So if you're looking to transition into a tech career from somewhere else, a hospitality or retail, you've got things that we need. Customer service, attention to detail. All of these things are super, super important. No one teaches you them at school. No one teaches them at university. You only learn them by doing. A point of proof. Here's a little survey someone did about what's more important. These are the things people are looking for. So while there may be some recruitment selection processes that are going to exclude people for not having a degree, they're few and far between these days. And you're more likely to succeed by demonstrating skills and experience. And more important than that for me is potential. If you can demonstrate potential, you're onto a winner. One of the things that I think that I particularly love about the digital tech sector, it's been a great career for me. It's super inclusive. Like once you're in, everybody wants to help. And I've never, I did some other jobs before I was in tech, I suppose. And there's been no other place where I have felt so welcomed and helped by strangers and colleagues and other people. There's a lot of people who are interested in sharing knowledge and developing everyone else. Like I said, it's super skills-based, and people are into transferable skills. There are lots of people who, even if they did have a degree when they started out, have realized a few years on that they didn't really need it. The question is where to start, right? If you're like, okay, well, here's my transferable skills, what next? And it can be really overwhelming. There's so many things to learn. Like where on earth would you start? Self-taught stuff is grand. You can Google something, an HTML course or a project management course. You can do something on Udemy, or there's courses that you can do quick. There are free courses as well. The Future Goals site. There are others as well, that will list the free courses that you are that you could be eligible for. There's a digital skills crisis. There has been for a decade. Takes a decade for people to put money behind things that exist in the real world. There's money there now, and it's for you. You want to go and use this. You want to go and teach yourself these things. Online courses, you don't have to find something super specific straight away when you don't know a lot about a thing. But places like the Khan Academy, for example, they've got loads and loads of free courses, all in different areas of tech. So you can do a little tester thing and drop out. You can do little bits of courses to find out where you want to go, what you want to do. I put down some other favorites here at Scrimba and Free Code Camp for free ways to get stuck into learning to code. And honorable mention up here to the Ministry of Testing as well, who also have loads of free stuff should you want to get into testing software as a career. We've got a hub page on our site specifically for the festival where you can find out about the courses that we're running. There's also some blog posts at the end for case studies and extra bits of info. And one of the things that's on there as well is we're doing an event for the Leeds Digital Festival. It's the 28th of this month, which is like a full day idea-a-thon. Sort of training exercise where we've partnered with, actually it's run by Iridium, who are a software development and testing firm, and Tread, who are a startup. You might have heard them. They have a carbon tracking credit card, and we're going to hang out for the whole day with people who are looking to join a tech career, and we'll go through a series of problem-solving exercises, and it's a chance to meet the people who are hiring right now and also get some input around what you could do to get into a career. Here's my quick top tips, because I'm sensing, I haven't got a watch or anything, but I'm sensing that I'm running over time already. You find out a specific area of interest and concentrate hard in one area, because like I said, you're trying to demonstrate potential. So to show someone what you're capable of in one thing, no one's going to say, oh, you learned the wrong thing. Get out of my office. The fact that you've learned something, you've taught yourself something, you've shown discipline, you've shown the inspiration, you've shown dedication. These are the things that people are looking for. So pick something and go for it. You've got to think about how the existing skills that you've got can transfer in. And sometimes these are, they may be things that you haven't thought of. But all of the things that you've done, the projects that you've done, the jobs you've had, you might think that they're not related, but they are. Problem solving, collaboration, timekeeping, these are all things, the skills that you've got that can transfer into a tech career. Another thing, like this idea of like constantly learning. If you are always learning something, like learn something every day rather than save up a day a week or a day a month to do something, you're going to progress faster, and you'll get into the habit of learning something every day. It's a better way to a better way to retain information is to do a little bit every day. So there's my recap. Boringly, I just almost did that. There are loads of resources that are free to access. Google them and pick them, or have a look at our website. We've got a stall over in the corner. There's a QR code. You can just tap it, and that will take you to all the information. That's my lot.